Did you know that Farscape was the first science fiction series to successfully blend Jim Henson Company puppetry with cutting-edge CGI to create a living, breathing alien universe? What started as an ambitious experiment in practical effects became television's most emotionally complex space opera, proving that puppets could deliver performances as compelling as any human actor while exploring themes of identity, love, and survival across impossible distances. Season 1, 1999. The story begins with astronaut John Crichton testing an experimental theory about using Earth's gravity to achieve unprecedented speeds, only to be sucked through a wormhole into a distant galaxy filled with alien civilizations locked in endless conflict. His first encounter involves accidentally causing the death of a peacekeeper pilot, making him an instant fugitive pursued by the victim's obsessed brother, Captain Kreus. Crichton finds refuge aboard Moya, a living Leviathan ship carrying escaped prisoners. Aaron's son, a disgraced peacekeeper, Ka Dargo, a Luxan warrior wrongly imprisoned for murdering his wife, Pau Zoto Jan, a blue-skinned Delvian priestess with a violent past, and Dominar Rigel XVI, a deposed Hynerian ruler. Their unlikely alliance forms through mutual necessity rather than trust, as each character pursues personal goals while recognizing their need for protection. The season establishes Farscape's unique visual language through the Jim Henson Company's extraordinary puppetry, particularly in Pilot, the ship's symbiotic navigator, whose four-armed alien design required multiple puppeteers to create a performance of remarkable emotional depth. Rigel, a floating slug-like creature, demonstrates how puppetry can create compelling characters that feel completely authentic within their science fiction context. Crichton's fish-out-of-water perspective allows viewers to discover this alien universe alongside him, while his modern Earth sensibilities often clash with the brutal realities of galactic politics and survival. His relationship with Aaron becomes the season's emotional center, as her peacekeeper conditioning slowly breaks down through exposure to his humanity and moral flexibility. The season's mythology introduces the complex political landscape of peacekeepers, a militaristic organization that maintains order through force, and various alien species with their own cultures, conflicts, and agendas. Each episode expands this universe while developing character relationships that evolve from mutual suspicion to genuine family bonds forged through shared danger and sacrifice. Season 2, 2000. Season 2 introduces Scorpius, a half-Sebacean, half-Scaran hybrid who becomes Crichton's most persistent and psychologically complex antagonist. Scorpius's interest in Crichton stems from the human's inadvertent absorption of ancient wormhole technology, making him the key to weapons that could shift the balance of galactic power. Their relationship becomes a deadly game of cat and mouse with cosmic implications. The season's most psychologically disturbing element emerges through Harvey, a neural clone of Scorpius implanted in Crichton's mind during interrogation. This internal tormentor provides Wayne Pygram with a dual role that allows him to explore both Scorpius's calculating menace and Harvey's more intimate psychological manipulation. The Harvey subplot transforms Crichton's mind into a battleground where sanity becomes a constant struggle. Chiana joins the crew as a gray-skinned Nabari thief whose hedonistic approach to life contrasts sharply with the others' more serious demeanors. Her relationship with Dargo develops throughout the season, showing how love can bloom even in the most unlikely circumstances. Her presence adds both comedy and complexity, as her selfish nature gradually softens through exposure to genuine friendship and belonging. The Crichton-Aaron relationship deepens as both characters struggle with feelings that challenge their fundamental understanding of themselves. Aaron's peacekeeper training, taught her to suppress emotions as weaknesses, while Crichton's human empathy threatens everything she was conditioned to believe. Their romance develops slowly and authentically, earning its emotional impact through consistent character development rather than forced dramatic moments. The season explores darker themes as characters face moral compromises that test their principles and relationships. Episodes like The Way We Weren't reveal tragic backstories that recontextualize character motivations, while Die-Me Dichotomy ends with a cliffhanger that threatens to destroy everything the crew has built together. The season demonstrates Farscape's willingness to push characters to psychological extremes while maintaining emotional authenticity. Season 3, 2001. Season 3 represents Farscape at its creative and emotional peak, featuring the most ambitious storylines and character development in the series. The season opens with Crichton's brain surgery to remove Harvey, only to discover that the procedure may have damaged his ability to love, setting up psychological conflicts that drive character relationships throughout the remaining episodes. The Talon storyline splits the crew between Moya and her offspring, a hybrid gunship with peacekeeper technology that creates new dangers and moral dilemmas. This separation allows for parallel character development while exploring themes about family, loyalty, and the costs of survival in a hostile galaxy. The two crews face different challenges that reveal new aspects of familiar characters. Stark's return adds mystical elements to the series through his Bannock abilities to ease the passing of the dying and glimpse other dimensions. His relationship with Jean provides spiritual depth, while his unstable mental state creates unpredictability that keeps both characters and viewers off balance. His presence highlights Farscape's willingness to blend science fiction with spiritual themes. The season pushes every character to moral extremes as the escalating Peacekeeper-Scarran conflict forces impossible choices between personal desires and greater good. Crichton's knowledge of wormhole weapons makes him a target for both sides, while his relationship with Erin becomes more complicated as she struggles with her own divided loyalties between duty and love. The season's devastating finale, Dog with Two Bones, features Jon's sacrifice to save her friends, providing one of television's most emotionally powerful character deaths. Virginia Hayes' performance throughout the season builds toward this moment of ultimate selflessness that demonstrates how spiritual growth can lead to the ultimate expression of love through sacrifice. Season 4, 2002 to 2003. The final season opens with the aftermath of Jon's death, while introducing new characters and threats that test the crew's bonds in their darkest hour. The season focuses on the escalating war between peacekeepers and Scarrans, while exploring how Jon and Erin's relationship can survive in a galaxy where love itself becomes a weapon that enemies can exploit. The introduction of Noranti, an elderly healer with mysterious abilities and questionable judgment, provides both comic relief and new sources of conflict, as her treatments often create more problems than they solve. Her presence fills part of the void left by Jon's death, while demonstrating that healing can be as dangerous as warfare when practiced without wisdom or restraint. The season's mythology reaches its climax as the true nature of wormhole weapons threatens to destroy not just the current galaxy, but all of reality itself. Crichton's struggle with this ultimate responsibility forces him to confront whether any individual has the right to possess such power, regardless of their intentions or moral character. The relationship between Jon and Erin reaches its ultimate test as they face the possibility that their love story might end in tragedy rather than triumph. Their wedding ceremony becomes both a celebration of their bond and a defiant act against forces trying to destroy everything they've built together through years of shared struggle and growth. The season builds toward the series finale Bad Timing, which originally served as a cliffhanger before the series was canceled. The episode ends with John and Aaron apparently destroyed on a beach where they were planning their future, creating one of television's most shocking and devastating endings that left fans demanding resolution. The Peacekeeper Wars, 2004, the 4-hour miniseries provides the conclusion that fans fought to achieve through their unprecedented campaign to save the series. The story picks up immediately after Season 4's cliffhanger, with John and Aaron reconstructed from crystal fragments, but facing the immediate threat of the Peacekeeper Scarran War that threatens to destroy countless worlds. The miniseries explores themes of parenthood and legacy, as John and Aaron discover they're expecting a child while fighting to create a galaxy safe enough for future generations. Their unborn child becomes both a symbol of hope and a vulnerability that enemies can exploit, adding personal stakes to the cosmic conflict surrounding them. All major character arcs receive resolution as Diargo faces his final battle. Rigel reclaims his throne, and Chiana finds her place in the universe. The miniseries demonstrates how found families can endure, even when individual members make ultimate sacrifices for the greater good of those they love. The final scenes show John and Aaron with their son, living peacefully while knowing that their struggle to protect family and friends will continue. The ending suggests that love and family provide meaning that transcends the chaos and violence of the larger galaxy, offering hope that individual relationships can create sanctuaries of peace in hostile worlds. Farscape succeeded because it understood that the best science fiction uses fantastic settings to explore fundamental human emotions and relationships with unprecedented depth and authenticity. The series proved that puppetry could create alien characters as compelling and emotionally complex as any human performance, while practical effects could create immersive worlds that felt lived in rather than artificial. The show's greatest achievement lay in its development of the John-Aaron relationship, which evolved naturally over 4 seasons from mutual suspicion to deep love, without sacrificing the individual character development that made their bond feel authentic. Their romance became the series' emotional anchor, while never overwhelming the ensemble dynamics that made the crew feel like genuine family. Farscape's legacy lies in its demonstration that science fiction television could combine spectacular visuals with sophisticated character development and moral complexity, creating entertainment that satisfied both emotional and intellectual needs while never sacrificing either for the other. Farscape proved that love could survive across impossible distances and alien cultures, creating television's most emotionally authentic space opera through revolutionary puppetry and fearless storytelling. From that first wormhole accident to the final family scene, it gave us 4 seasons showing that home isn't a place, but the people who accept you completely. If you enjoyed this journey through the uncharted territories, hit subscribe for more legendary TV breakdowns.